Good evening and welcome to the Newshour Agenda. I'm Madhavdas G. Viewers, 4 years ago, over 50 people lost their lives in the riots that ravaged northeast Delhi. Now, political parties in Delhi are making a beeline for the accused in the same riots, looking at fielding them in the upcoming polls. Just days after the AIMIM announced that former Aam Aadmi Party leader Tahir Hussain, an under-trial prisoner in the Delhi riots case, would contest on their ticket, today, AIMIM Delhi chief met with Shah Rukh Pathan, who's accused of pulling out guns on cops during the riots and was even refused bail by the Delhi High Court in October. Now, that is not all. There is also the likelihood that the Congress too will follow suit. Times Now has learned that the Congress is mulling giving a ticket to Ishrat Jahan, an accused in the 2020 riots currently out on bail. Sources have told Times Now that Rahul Gandhi has said that if a candidate has been working hard in their area for a long time, then they should be given a ticket, irrespective of the fact that they've been to jail. Now, the BJP, which is yet to release its own list of candidates for the upcoming polls, says that it is in Congress's DNA to promote those accused of violence, whether it is 1984 riot accused or the 2020 riots accused. And when it comes to appeasement, the taint is no bar for their political opponents. Listen into the war of words.
तुम जब साध्वी प्रज्ञा को संसद में बिठा सकते हो तो एमआईएम शाहरुख पठान के साथ क्यों नहीं संवाद कर सकती या ताहिर हुसैन को क्यों नहीं टिकट दे सकती है? अगर वो इशरत जहां को टिकट देने पे विचार करते हैं तो वो उनकी अपनी आइडियोलॉजी है, लेकिन मैं समझता हूं कि ये क्या एमआईएम का असर है कि एमआईएम ने ताहिर हुसैन को टिकट दिया है तो हम इशरत जहां को टिकट देंगे.
This is expected because what will this do? This will communalize the politics. If you communalize the politics before elections, going to help the BJP. You know, Asaduddin Owaisi will always do what helps the BJP. There's absolutely nothing surprising in it.
दिल्ली चुनाव के नाम पर कौन बनेगा वोट बैंक का बड़ा भाईजान, ये सियासत काम पर. जिस व्यक्ति ने दंगे भड़काए, बंदूक तानी थी जिसने दिल्ली पुलिस पर, शाहरुख पठान, इस शाहरुख पठान के लिए कैसे कांग्रेस और इनके पूरे आम आदमी पार्टी के इकोसिस्टम ने बचाव भी किया था, उसका उस समय पर हमें याद है. उसे भी टिकट मिलने वाला है एमआईएम का.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
For more on this, let's go right across to our guest. Joining us is Sanju Verma, BJP's national spokesperson. We also have with us RaGa Awasthi, political analyst. We also have Imran Ahmed Ali, political analyst. Joining us is Syed Asad Abbas, who's also a political analyst. But I want to go first and foremost to Asif Sohail, political analyst. Asif Sohail, the question is this, that controversial enough that Tahir Hussain is being given a ticket, or so it has been announced. But now Shah Rukh Pathan, what is this fancy with going after those individuals who have been known to have played an important role? There are pictures of Shah Rukh Pathan actually holding that gun in the 2020 riots. What is the fascination with such individuals?
Madhav, yeah, I'll reply you, Madhav, on this. Madhav, देखिए ये शाहरुख पठान, ताहिर हुसैन और इशरत जहां है बोलकर इतना बड़ा इशू हो रहा है. अगर ये साध्वी प्रज्ञा हो या कुलदीप सिंह हो, ब्रिजभूषण हो, अजय मिश्रा हो, और देखिए रिसेंटली 2 दिन पहले ही उत्तर प्रदेश के एक एमएलए बीजेपी के, उनके ऊपर रेप केस बुक हुआ है, गैंग रेप के ऊपर. तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होती है. वो लोग अगर जो काम करते हैं उसके ऊपर वो क्राइम नहीं होता. सर आप देखिए, जिसकी विचारधारा गोडसे से जुड़ी है, ठीक है, उनके ऊपर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. सर ये केस सब जुडाइज है, केस उनका कोर्ट में चल रहा है, वो इन्वॉल्व है नहीं है, व्हाट सर्कमस्टेंसेस दे वर इन्वॉल्व, लेट द कोर्ट डिसाइड. हम लोग जज नहीं बनेंगे, विल नॉट बी द जज, नाइदर विल बी द एडवोकेट. देखिए 240 एमपीज में से
चार्जेस बहुत सीरियस है. एक सेकंड मैं आसिफ जी पहली बात, आपने जिन जिन व्यक्तियों का नाम लिया, जिन जिन व्यक्तियों का आपने नाम लिया बीजेपी नेताओं का, उन सब के बारे में इस डिबेट पे और इस शो पे चर्चा हुई है. ऐसा नहीं, कोई इस बात से नहीं भाग रहा. But the point is, the charges against individuals such as this are very, very serious. Whether it is Tahir Hussain or whether it's Shah Rukh, the fact is that as recently as October, the High Court refused to give him bail. Can you deny that?
Madhav, give me 10 seconds. Madhav, 10 seconds. Yeah. Madhav, सुनिए आप. देखिए, सुम्मे बड़ा जुर्म आतंकवाद का होता है. आते एक टेरर एक्यूज साध्वी प्रज्ञा को सांसद बनाकर हमारी डेमोक्रेसी के टेंपल पार्लियामेंट में बिठाया गया, जब कोई आवाज नहीं उठाया, जब कहां गए थे आप बताइए? इतना बड़ा कई टेरर मतलब हमले किए गए हमारे मुल्क के अंदर, कई जगह पे दहशतगर्दी हुई है हमारी पास, जो उन्होंने इन्वॉल्व है इसके अंदर, कोर्ट में चल रहा है ना सर उनका भी केस। तो
Okay, Raghav wants to respond to you. Yes, Raghav, I'm coming to each of you one by one. Raghav Avasthi, there are serious charges against Sadhvi Pragya as well. Why don't the same yardsticks apply? Is his question.
It is disingenuous to compare the case of, let us say, Shah Rukh Pathan to that of Sadhvi Pragya. Shah Rukh Pathan was caught on camera brandishing a gun. He wanted to shoot cops. And there is a hell lot of a difference between his case and that of Sadhvi Pragya. Against Sadhvi Pragya, actually nothing has been proven till now in a court of law. And as far as Shah Rukh Pathan is concerned, there is a Latin maxim which is res ipsa loquitur, which means the thing speaks for itself. So there is no proof needed. The larger question is this: the Congress party and all the other opposition parties apart from the BJP, they want to polarize. They basically want to instigate the Muslim electorate, and they are deliberately giving tickets to such characters so that they can get the Muslim vote en masse. And once they get the Muslim vote en masse, they want to divide the Hindus on caste lines. So basically, this is the same playbook that Muhammad Ali Jinnah followed before India's independence. And all that the Congress party wants to do is to replicate the same playbook, because today the Congress party has effectively branded and positioned itself as the new Muslim League.
Syed Asad Abbas.
And I think the people of India know that.
Syed Asad Abbas, respond to that. This is nothing but a blatant attempt at appeasement and polarization which is being carried out by the Congress and other political parties, says Raghav Avasthi. Respond to him.
Madhav, there's a very insensitive statement made by Raghav. He said, by giving to somebody a terror accused a ticket, Muslims will vote for them. Respected sir, I am a proud Indian Muslim and I will never ever vote for a terror accused. So you or me have no right to speak on behalf of any Indian Muslim generalize. All right? That is a wrong statement. Kindly take it back. We Muslims do not get appeased or get carried away by these terror accused, sir. We denigrate them. To us, it is Hubbul Watan, love for the country, not a Shah Rukh Pathan or a Tahir Hussain or a Sadhvi Pragya. These are all terror accused. And how nicely you whitewash Sadhvi Pragya, respected sir. She was booked under UAPA, Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. Are you aware how many people died in the Maligaon blast accused? Very easily you come, oh, apples, oranges, ye to kuch tha, ye to kuch tha. Nahin.
So Mr. Abbas,
an acquittal.
So Mr. Abbas, once again, Mr. Abbas, you will say that if Congress tomorrow gives the ticket to Ishrat Jahan, will you say it is wrong? Because she is also UAPA accused.
Absolutely, sir. Let me say on your show, Congress is and will be absolutely wrong in giving a ticket to Ishrat Jahan. Not just that, Sajjan, who had gone in for the 1984 riots, was a member of the Congress party. Here, I do not care about the political parties. Any political party giving a ticket.
That is your stand, sir.
Accused. No, unconditionally, unapologetically, I will condemn that political
party. The Aam Aadmi Party MLA who recently, in fact, resigned from Seelampur and joined Congress, citing that Muslim rights are being ignored by Aam Aadmi Party government. The question is whether that's also going to damage the Aam Aadmi Party. But Sanju Verma, please respond to what Syed Asad Abbas is saying. He's saying it's wrong to assume that all of this is being done to polarize and to try and galvanize one particular vote bank. It is not correct to link, such individuals being given tickets, those who have serious charges against them, with one particular community. That entire premise is wrong, he says. Please respond to him.
Madhav, first and foremost, I completely agree with what Raghav Avasthi said. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's be completely clear about one fact, that each time the Congress or the AIMIM engage in Muslim appeasement, the only example from the Bharatiya Janata Party that they can come up with is that of Sadhvi Pragya. First and foremost, let's be very clear. Was Sadhvi Pragya given a ticket in the Lok Sabha 2024 elections? No. Did Sadhvi Pragya spend 9 long years behind bars without even a fair trial? Tab ye sare gyani kahan the? Yes, she spent 9 long years. She was incarcerated without even a fair trial. So yahan baitkar Sadhvi Pragya ke naam par aap apni rajnitik rotiyan sekna band kijiye. Third and most important point is this, that be it Shah Rukh Pathan, who's supposedly being given a ticket from Seelampur, or Tahir Hussain, accused in killing young 23-year-old IB officer Ankit Sharma, who's been given a ticket from Mustafabad, or Ishrat Jahan, who is going to be fielded on a Congress ticket from Okhla, and Rahul Gandhi has said as much. Look at this entire, facade by Congress, AIMIM. एक तरफ ये कहते हैं हम तो जी मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने आए हैं. आप मोहब्बत की दुकान खोलने आए हैं तो आपको इशरत जहां से बेटर कैंडिडेट नहीं मिला ओखला के लिए, आपको ताहिर हुसैन से बेटर कैंडिडेट नहीं मिला मुस्तफाबाद के लिए. एंड टू AIMIM I want to ask, you guys keep talking about Sadhvi Pragya, but please don't forget there was a man called Ajay Mishra Taint. His son was accused in the Lakhimpur violence, and guess what? Ajay Mishra Taint was not given a ticket from Lok Sabha 2024 elections from Kheri. The person who finally won the Kheri seat in Lok Sabha 2024 on a BJP ticket is a man called Utkarsh Verma. You spoke about Kuldeep Singh Sengar. Kuldeep Singh Sengar was expelled from the BJP in 2019 and is serving a lifetime. He's serving a lifetime. Show me one Congress leader who has been serving lifetime when Congress has been in power.
I want Asif to respond to you on that.
Give lectures to the BJP.
Okay, I want Asif to respond to you on that, and then I'll go across to Imran. Asif.
सर देखिए अभी संजू ने बताया है कि शादी प्रज्ञा पर रोटियां, देखिए इतना भी मुल्क का बुरा वक्त नहीं आया, एक दहशतगर्द के ऊपर रोटी सेकने की जरूरत पड़ेगी. हम अपनी मेहनत से रोटी खाते हैं और वही मेहनत से रोटी सेक कर खाएंगे आगे भी, हमें जरूरत नहीं है. और मैडम देखिए जो जुर्म करता है उनका कोई मजहब नहीं होता, उनकी कोई पार्टी नहीं होना चाहिए. नाइदर यू शुड सपोर्ट एनी क्रिमिनल, नाइदर वी डोंट सपोर्ट टू एनी क्रिमिनल.
तो
क्रिमिनल होता है तो बराबर नहीं होता है.
आप कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं? उन्हें टिकट दे रहे हो और कहते हैं हम सपोर्ट नहीं करते ना.
सर प्रूफ कहां हुआ है? सर आप प्रूफ कहां हुआ है? सर मुझे बताइए.
तो आप कन्विक्शन के लिए वेट करेंगे. सीरियस चार्जेस हैं उनके खिलाफ फाइल किए हुए. पब्लिकली बंदूक पकड़ते हुए उनके हाथ में क्या था? खिलौना था. आसिफ हुसैन क्या था उसके हाथ में? क्या था शाहरुख पठान के हाथ में? बताइए जरा.
सर उनकी जुडिशियल
सर उनके हाथ में क्या था? सिंपल सवाल है. आपने भी वो पिक्चर देखी होगी. उनके हाथ में क्या था?
पर बैठ के
शाहरुख पठान के हाथ में क्या था? सिंपल क्वेश्चन. आसिफ
हम यहाँ पे
आसिफ सिंपल सवाल. आपने पिक्चर देखी है, आपने फोटोग्राफ देखी है दिल्ली राइट्स की, जिसमें शाहरुख पठान वाज दैट वाज द मोस्ट perhaps viral picture of that time, or perhaps the picture that symbolized the Delhi riots. What was he holding in his hand, Asif Sohail? Please tell us.
सर देखिए मैं आपको पहले ही बताया, मैं कोई शाहरुख पठान को कोई सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर बैठा नहीं हूं. मैं बोल रहा हूं अगर वो गलत करा है, इन्वॉल्व है क्राइम में तो सजा मिलेगी.
ये अच्छे आर्गुमेंट है आपके आसिफ सोहेल जी. आप कह रहे हैं कि आप उनको सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उन्हीं लोगों को टिकट दिया जा रहा है. और ये एक इकलौता केस नहीं है. ताहिर हुसैन है, इसमें शाहरुख पठान है, कहीं ना कहीं तो एक पैटर्न है ना.
आप भाजपा के कितने भाजपा के सांसदों को, एमएलए को, एमपीस को सवाल करे हैं जो गोडसे को अपना जो सो आदर्श मानते हैं? आपने पूछा उनको कभी?
बिल्कुल पूछा है सर, और पूछते रहेंगे भी.
बंदूक निकाल कर गोली मारा.
उन्होंने अभी आपको 2-3 के जवाब भी दे दिए.
नहीं किया उन्होंने. समझे आप? हमारे फादर ऑफ द नेशन को शहीद किया गया है. उनके विचारधारा पर चलने वाले लीडर्स को आप जो है सवाल नहीं करते.
Okay, those who are of Godse's ideology are not questioned within the BJP. That's his premise. I don't know how that justifies giving ticket to those who have serious charges, but that's the argument. Please respond.
Thank you. Madhav, first and foremost, we have a lawyer on the panel, RaGa Avasthi. He will elaborate on it, but let's be very clear. There's a difference between being accused and being convicted. So, पहली बात तो Sadhvi Pragya is out on bail. She is not been convicted. Second, यहाँ पर AIMIM के प्रवक्ता कहते हैं कि हम तो जी बहुत एक प्राउड मुसलमान हैं एंड हमारे लिए भारत माता पहले है, हमारा फेथ, हमारा रिलीजन कम सेकेंडरी. आई वांट टू आस्क द AIMIM spokesperson one simple question. There's a man called Imtiaz Jalil. Imtiaz Jalil is the state Maharashtra president of AIMIM. Imtiaz Jalil, after the Nupur Sharma incident, that video is still viral on YouTube. He said नूपुर शर्मा को बीच चौराहे में खड़ा करके उसका सर तन से जुदा होना चाहिए. He called for the public hanging of Nupur Sharma at a public square ISIS style. And Imtiaz Jalil was given ticket from Aurangabad East in the recently concluded Maharashtra elections. ये तो जनता जनार्दन बड़ी जागरूक है. इम्तियाज जलील lost, and guess what? Aurangabad East is a Muslim-dominant seat, and still he lost to Atul Moreshwar Save of the Mahayuti.
Let me bring in others now.
बैठकर भाषण मत दीजिए.
Okay, let me bring in others now. Imran Ahmed Ali, Raghav, I'm just coming to you in a minute. I want Imran Ahmed Ali to come in on this. You know, you heard, and it's very widely reported that apparently Ishrat Jahan, who also happens to be a UAPA accused, I mean, fine, you can raise questions on Sadhvi Pragya, or you can ask questions to the BJP spokesperson, no issues over there. But the point over here is this. Rahul Gandhi is apparently pushing or insisting for her to be given a ticket. Why a ticket to such individuals, sir?
First, I completely agree with the lady who preceded me from the BJP. She said innocent till proven guilty, number one. There's a difference between a conviction and being an accused, number one. Number two, when we talk about our parliament in itself, 27 MPs have a history of declared prior convictions. 251, that is 46%, have cases registered against them. 170 are offences which amount to offences like rape, kidnapping, crimes against women. Now, it will be hypocritical of me to say that if you are an MP, it's okay. If you're contesting in Delhi elections, you are not. When we talk about the UAPA, we all are well aware of how it has been misused over years. I don't say that every case has been a misuse. However, in terms of political affiliations, in terms of activism, in terms of political vendetta, it has been used and probably will continue to be used.
But that same logic will be given by the BJP. My simple question to you, Imtiaz, is, has it been misused against Ishrat Jahan? Is that your contention here?
Innocent till proven guilty is all that I will say, and we need to remember, if you're speaking against an Ishrat, you're speaking against a Shahrukh, then also be non-hypocritical and say that you're also against an Anurag Thakur. We all know what he said, Desh ke gaddaron ko goli maro salo ko. We all know what he said in January 2020.
Against him, sir.
Also be against a Pradesh Verma
Once again.
Has been on camera.
You know, there is no, I'm not going to justify any provocative statement here. Imtiaz, once again, let me just make one thing very, very clear. Imran, one simple thing. Let's be very clear. Nobody is justifying any controversial statements. There are party positions or party spokespersons to defend those positions. That's not my job. But the question over here is that when there are serious terror charges, and they can be against anyone. They can be against Sadhvi Pragya. They can be cases against, individuals such as Tahir Hussain. They are being given those tickets right now as we speak. And that is why it becomes relevant. If there are tickets being given to BJP candidates similarly, please raise those questions. There is no issue here.
Absolutely. That is why there is no law as of now. Otherwise, half our parliamentarians would be out. So, until and unless there is no law which states that a person who is an accused in a particular offence will not be allowed to stand for elections, I'm sorry, these are the consequences we will continue to suffer.
Raghav, I want Raghav to come in on this. Raghav, in the absence of a legal framework, such people will come.
I do not agree that party A fielding is okay, party B fielding is wrong.
No, absolutely not. Every party fielding is wrong. That's the point I'm making to Imran, because in this election, it just so happens that there are a set of candidates that have been fielded. They happen to be from AIM, they happen to be from the Congress. If BJP fields similar candidates, please raise questions. Nobody is stopping you from doing that. I want Raghav to respond to you though.
One is in relation to the legality, and the other is in relation to the political messaging. And I'm actually in agreement with my friend with a really smart cap who spoke before me with the beard like me, who said that Indian Muslims are not going to vote for such candidates. And as Sanjuji pointed out, there are many examples where there are seats wherein Muslims are, let's say, 60 to 70%. There are seats like that in Tripura and also parts of Uttar Pradesh where the BJP has won. But my point is this: the political messaging is such today by the Congress that they want the Muslims of this country to feel that the only way to protect themselves from the BJP or from this chimerical threat that they are trying to project is to vote for basically terrorists. Now we have examined Shah Rukh Pathan's case. Irrespective of whether he's convicted or not by a court of law, if you've actually seen that footage or that photograph, he is basically pointing a gun at those who are constitutionally and legally duty bound to protect us. So what the Congress party is trying to show, or the Congress party is trying to project, that Muslims should take to unconstitutional means, violent means, to redress whatever their perceived grievances might be.
Right.
And I think this political messaging is basically a symptom of the absolute cluelessness and political bankruptcy of the Congress party along with all other political parties of the country.
Right, because this pattern of appeasement, Imran, has been seen in past elections. In Rajasthan, there were all sorts of promises made. There was a Muslim quota promise that was made in 2023 in Telangana. There was a minority welfare budget increase and loans. So there is a pattern to this, is the argument coming in from the side of the BJP, Imran.
Pattern or not has to be seen across the board. We all need to understand that till our common vote bank is not educated enough to see beyond these measures, when there are allegations of money being distributed in Delhi and there's videographic proof that in the capital, if there are envelopes of 1100 rupees being handed out, I mean, it is a very sad state of affairs, and that is why we will always be in this rut.
Okay.
We're always, I'm a proud Indian Muslim, and
okay.
I can promise you, in my family, we were always told our country comes first.
Well, I don't know if bribing voters is certainly not correct, but doesn't compare to UAPA. But nevertheless, since you've asked the question, I want Sanju Verma to respond to that. Pravesh Verma being accused by the Aam Aadmi Party of distributing money to voters. Sanju Verma. All right, we've lost that line there with Sanju Verma. RaGa, would you like to take that question? Because you have a situation where there is money being distributed. Of course, Mr. Verma has a different story to tell. Would you like to respond to Imran on that?
No, as far as allegations of money, power, etc. are concerned, I think the opposition parties should be the last ones to point fingers at anybody. All that is unsavory about Indian politics, including the Ayaram, Gayaram culture, has basically been pioneered by the Congress party in this country. And we really need to be vigilant that the opposition parties never ever come close to power again, because they will take our country down the dark hole of impoverishment, perpetual communal violence, and perpetual caste violence. And Mr. Gandhi has already said that he wants to work towards that. So I think we need to be really careful that the opposition parties, including the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party and other such parties, are never ever allowed to come close to power.
Okay. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. RaGa Awasthi, Sanju Verma, Imran Ahmed Ali. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. Syed Asad Abbas and Asif Sohail. In fact, Sanju Verma and Syed Asad Abbas as well as Imran stay with us for debate number 2 as well.